Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Enlightened Tribe. It's a sure thing community collective show. And for those who haven't heard of this before, we have a guest every week coming on the show to share about their passion and how they make a difference in the world and lead by example and being their authentic self. So please do share this with your friends and family, ask them to come and join us live, and we'd love to hear from you in the comments section where you're listening from, and also if you've got any questions of our guest speaker this evening. So our guest speaker does an amazing modality that I've tried a number of times, and it includes movement and meditation and dance and clearing all the different chakra centers, which are the energy centers. And so this is called Chakradance. So I've tried it a number of times, and the last couple of times I've enjoyed with Kylie, who is our amazing Chakradance facilitator and guest on tonight's show. So please welcome Kylie to the show. Hi, Kylie.
Hi, Sue. How are you?
I'm really good, and I did want to acknowledge publicly that you have literally only had one day to prepare for this, because I put you right on the spot and asked you yesterday. So thank you for showing up.
Oh, thank you for offering me to come here.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So, Kylie, just can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what got you interested in Chakradance in the first place?
Okay, so up until I think it was 2018, 19, I was working in banking superannuation in the corporate world. And I guess like many of us in that field who have switched, felt there had to be something else in life. And I decided to leave and go do counselling. And as well as doing that I kept getting told that I should be doing something with music. And it never quite made sense. I know I loved music, but I thought I can't play any instruments. And then one day I saw Chakradance advertised for Riverdale at the beginning of 2020. And I went along to that. And I'm so glad I did, because that was just before all the COVID stuff hit.
Yes.
I think I faced what was coming so much better because I had just done the whole cycle. And so Rachel, who does Up at Riverdale, was the host, and I said to her, wow, this is amazing. It was after the first class. I was like, this is what I'm to do. And Rachel was so supportive of helping me get enrolled with the facilitator training, and here I am.
Fantastic. What a great story. It's amazing when you find the thing that just lights you up. Every cell in your body lights up, doesn't it? And it's like, oh my God, I just have to do this. There's just no other way. It's just this way. And for those of you who don't know, Riverdale is Riverdale Spiritual Centre up in Gawler in South Australia. Well, Hillier near Gawler. And it's a beautiful spiritual center where they do lots of workshops and yoga and events, and they've been a great support for the Enlightened Adelaide festivals. Actually, they've sponsored it for a number of years. So just for those of you that haven't heard of Riverdale Spiritual Center, a little plug there for you guys. And of course Rachel, because if it wasn't for her you wouldn't be doing what you're doing.
Exactly.
So Kylie, could you let us know how does a session work? Because well, maybe first talk about the chakras and how it correlates to the chakra dance.
Fantastic.
So
with the chakras, we have lots of chakras in our energy system, so they're the energy wheels. With Chakradance we only work with the 7 major chakras, so base through to crown. And so each chakra resonates to a variety of things so different. They have their own individual color, they have their own individual frequency, they have elements that's related to them, and also parts of your body. So with Chakradance, the music is composed to that frequency of that chakra. And also I guide people through, so it's an inner journey. So I take people on a guided journey, and I talk about what color and what element, and you hear it in the music as well. So for example, sacral chakra, because that's water and orange, so I talk about a sunset, the orange sun, you're in the water and you can feel the waters coming through your lower belly. So it helps guide you with that chakra and it weaves it all together, and you can hear it all in the music as well. And so each and with the frequency, the music is composed to that particular frequency. So there's in the background with all of them, there's a singing bowl. Not that you'll always hear it, but there's there as well as instruments in that frequency as well. So it's very intricate and complex, but it works really well.
And for people who have never done anything spiritually before, it's not necessarily a spiritual thing. It's only if you want it to be. But moving the body and the flow. And I know you did when we did our Enlightened Tribe Convoy trip to Renmark. For a few of us, you did the Chakradance workshop at night, and we were dancing on the grass, under the trees, by the river, and that was just the most magical. And that the music's really quite, you get the African beats and all of that. It's you can't help but move, can you?
Yeah, exactly. I've had plenty of people say, "Oh, my back's really strong, I'm just going to sit down for this," and by halfway through the first song bit, they're already up moving, because it shifts that energy and they just want to move. And you asked how the format goes. So generally the class will start with an opening meditation. That's just for 5 minutes, just to set the intention of letting go of the day, and arriving in that space. Then we do a warm-up, that's either a dance or a white light meditation, and then we move into the chakra dance. So either the all 7 chakras or that specific chakra if we're focusing on a particular one. And then we move into the creative exercise, which is the mandala artwork. That is a powerful process just in itself. So that is a container of the energy of what you've just experienced, and you're pouring that energy into that circle, and which you can draw back on at any time afterwards. You can draw the energy. It's such a powerful thing to do. And then we finish with a closing meditation just to integrate the whole experience.
Beautiful. And when you're talking about drawing a mandala, creating a mandala, you've got one behind you, I've got one behind me.
And they're not to look like that.
No, because that's perfection. It's a way to express your feelings and emotions through the colour as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're just
that's
having
right.
pastels and
that's right. Yeah. So with the pastels, so either it can be whatever, because at the time a lot of people think, oh, what am I going to draw? But by the end it's just flowing, like it's just coming out. So it could be circles, it could be words or anything like that. And it's amazing on how people are amazed with what they come up with after they finish their dance. They're like, oh wow. And the information they get is just phenomenal.
No, that's beautifully said. Thank you so much. Now, Anna Carroll, thank you for joining us tonight. She's put love this. So thank you, Carol. Anna Carroll. And Adair has asked, is Chakradance an old practice and where did it come from? Thank you, Adair. That's a good question.
Okay, so Chakradance was started back in 1998 by Natalie Southgate. She's based in Noosa in Queensland, but when she first started this, she was in London, and working in studying Jungian psychology. So that's another aspect of Chakradance. It's got a lot of Jungian psychology in it. And she used to just turn the music on and dance, and she started to realize that some of the frequencies were affecting her chakras, and that's when she started to delve into it and got guidance and the word Chakradance, and started to go from there. And work with specific music, and now she's got a full-time composer, like musician, to do it for her. So yeah, so it's been around for quite a while. So it's a global thing. It's not just here in Adelaide.
Yes.
It's found pretty well everywhere in the especially in the UK as well.
Okay. And so if people would like to experience a one-on-one class or a group workshop or training or anything like that, where can they go?
Okay, so for the classes, at the moment I'm there every Tuesday at the Heart Centre Academy of Healing in Mawson Lakes. So I'm there every Tuesday night. I'm starting up alternate Tuesday. So Tuesday fortnights is like a drop-in class. So anyone can come in and do all 7 chakras. And starting on the 10th of May, I'm doing starting a 9-week cycle on the alternate Tuesday. And that will be a deep dive into each particular chakra from that date. So the first one's just an overall all 7, and then we'll start at the base, and that will carry on through over the 9 weeks, which will be exciting to.
Oh, so each week it's a specific chakra for that. And how long does that session go for, Kylie, please?
An hour and a half. An hour and a half I'll go for. Right. Yeah.
Okay, and so that's Paula Darsh's Heart Centre Academy, Heart Centre. That's right.
Heart Centre. Heart Academy. It's a mouthful. Sorry,
it's a bit of a mouthful.
The Academy, we refer to it.
The Academy. And Paul is part of the Enlightened Tribe Global Wellness Directory, as are you are. And also, I believe there's another place that you go to, and that's Amanda Gaushi from
Infinite Flow down at Christie's Beach. Yeah,
Christie's Beach. I had a mental blank then. I could see it, but I couldn't. Anyway, so look, there's plenty of opportunities for people to go and experience a class, and I can personally highly recommend it. It just shifts things, and I guess that's one of the benefits, isn't it, of feeling like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders just by dancing it through and pushing it into the earth, whatever you don't want. What are the other benefits of Chakradance, Kylie?
Actually, going on to that feeling light, I had that. So about a month or 2 ago, I did a heart chakra specific workshop. And one of the ladies came back a couple of weeks later to another class, and she said, her husband said to her, "What have you done? You just seem so much lighter," because she just poured out so much grief that she had been hanging on to, probably not even realizing she was, and just released all of that in that workshop. And and over the time, I've seen with people who come regularly, how much they open up as well, a lot more. Another thing that seems to I notice quite a lot, especially when we start working through the solar plexus, heart and throat, is people starting to stand up in their power and actually putting boundaries in place and speaking up and actually saying, no, I don't want, but they're doing it in a heartfelt way because they've opened up their chakra before they've gone to their throat. And just in workplace relations, the stories that you hear is like, I've been struggling with my boss, but I actually sat down and we had a really good conversation and things went well. So it actually, it can have an impact in so many different ways. It just comes down to how much you're wanting to do the work, really.
Absolutely. Yeah. And with the group settings, I just had a thought there, remembering down at the Farm for Wellbeing when you were joining with Connie there. In a group session, people can close their eyes and just like it's not about looking at each other and comparing yourselves with each other. You just close your eyes and immerse yourself in, embody the feeling, don't you? So you can just close your eyes and be with the music. So
Yeah, and I think that's the beauty of it, is because everyone does dance with their eyes closed. They lose that sense of inhibition that people are watching. I mean, the only person that is me, but I'm actually not really watching what people are doing. I'm just making sure they're safe and not bumping into everything and
Falling into the fire.
exactly, or into the river. But
Yeah.
so I'm mainly there to keep people safe and hold that space.
Yeah.
But during the actual classes as well, I do give people an option to wear an eye mask. And what that can also do, because I found with myself, it takes you even more deeper within yourself, because you don't have that, you can't just sneak a little peek and have a little look and see what's going on, because you can't, because you've got an eye mask on. So you forget about that, and then you just enjoy the journey a lot more.
Beautiful. Thank you for explaining all of that. Now, Adair's got a couple of questions here, some good ones. She comes up with some good ones. So the first one is, what is the size of the class usually?
At the Heart Centre, or the Academy, I've been keeping them quite small, because it is the smallest space that I've been working with. So I'm keeping the classes around 6 to 7 people. And I've been there for a few weeks now, and the feedback I'm getting, because a lot of these people have followed me around, and they're saying they just love the space and the energy there. And I think being smaller, it's more intimate, so people feel like they can share what's going on a lot more. So generally I'm keeping it small, but when I've been in some venues, I've had up to, I cap it at 12, but generally it's smaller groups than that. Just because it's just keeps the energy, but
yeah, for sure. And does it help relieve pain?
It
Thanks, Adair.
certainly does, Adair. It certainly does. The one that I hear a lot about is back pain, because our chakras are related to parts of our body. So generally when people say they've got a backache, I would always say, whereabouts is it? And you can associate which chakra that belongs to. And I've certainly heard people say they've had a sore back at the beginning, and when they're finished, they don't, because they've cleared whatever blockage that's been hurting their back. So it can help with the associated blocks in that area. So it can do.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes if you want to, you just really kind of shake it out, shake your hands out, shake your legs out, and that alone is something that makes a difference. So I guess my next question is, can people do this at home?
They certainly can. So I am launching what we call the Reboot Your Base Chakra on the 1st of May. That's a 10-day at-home e-course. So when you register, you'll get a link to download all the meditations at home. So there's a variety of meditations. There's actual dance meditations, as well as visual meditations, and one's around your spirit animal, but it's all related to your base chakra. So the focus is just mainly to because our base chakra is our most important chakra, that keeps us grounded, that keeps us feeling safe, that keeps us connected to the earth. So this workshop just really brings you back, and doing energy exercises around your base chakra to clear it out and get you grounded.
Fantastic. So how can they get that online? How can they just get in touch with you?
Yeah, that'll probably be the easiest way to get in touch with me. I do have a link that I just put up on my website to book, but if anyone wants to chat to me first, they're more than welcome. Also, I have just posted before we went live onto my Rebel Heart Journeys Facebook page. There's the free gift. People can click on that link and get the free gift, and that will give you a bit of a taste of what the Reboot Your Base Chakra will be about.
Okay.
And that has a few meditations and dances in there too. So and
So
some
that's what the free gift is.
Yep.
Is that? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, fantastic! And how long's the free gift available for?
As long as you use that link, you can get to it. So I've pinned it to the top in my Facebook page.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so it's accessible. So the link will take you through to the the different meditations. You can download them to your computer.
That's fantastic. Thank you so much for getting all of that organised today. Oh my God, we've had
it's been a mad rush.
Well, nothing like a timeline, a deadline to get things done, hey?
I think I needed it.
Well, the other thing as well is the Enlightened Tribe Global Wellness Directory. All your events you can place up there as well, so people can search for those through that website, sueshaw.com.au. And we've also got Tanya Norton has just sent a message. Hi, Tanya, haven't seen you for ages. Do you use different essential oils for each chakra or just a couple?
I knew I should have grabbed them when I left. Come in my room. For the group ones, I don't. Sorry, for the all 7 chakras, we generally don't. But I have actually made roll-on blends for each particular chakra. So during those workshops, same with the heart chakra one, I made a blend up for heart chakra as well as bushflower essences. So everyone took some drops of bushflower essences that were to help open the heart and what have you, and then some oils as well to give that sensory smell as well. So during my classes, when they're specific, we do use essential oils.
Well, it sounds like everything is happening. You've got the movement, you've got the touch, you've got the smell, you've got closing your eyes and your internal intuitive self. You've got it all happening. And as I say, I have been there. I've tried it. Oh, Simon's on. Hey, Simon.
Hi, Simon.
He's asked, are you on the next Enlightened Tribe Convoy #2 to Stansbury, York Peninsula? Can't wait. I found the music so beautiful. Was such a beautiful experience last convoy. Yes.
And the answer is yes, I will be. And I'll be more prepared this time. So I'll make sure I've got it all good to go. And I'll take some mandalas artwork stuff so you can do the mandalas too.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that'd be good fun.
Yeah, well, the first Enlightened Tribe Convoy trip really was just let's all just show up, and we had no idea what any of us were going to do because we didn't have a plan, and we still don't have a plan. But to get an idea of what happened last time, so the one to Stansbury will be great. So he's put epic. You girls are amazing. We can't wait. Well, we can't wait to be with you and dance with you too, Simon.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So anything else that you would like to share about Chakradance? How can people train? Do you do teaching? Do you teach people how to do it?
No. So they do you need to go through chakradance.com to do the facilitator training. They usually take intakes so many times a year. So no, I don't train it, teach it as much as I'd like to.
That's okay, but you'll be doing something at the Enlightened Tribe Convoy trip. You did something at the first one. You'll be at Amanda Gauch's place to do ones there, and I guess you probably are you open and available to do private sessions if people want to book you?
Yep, and also with retreats. So or on Tuesday, for example, I'm doing an online section in a retreat in an online retreat, shall I say, and also a few other retreats around Adelaide. I'm doing a guest appearance, so to speak, to do the Chakradance, as well as facilitating my own. So Rachel and I generally do Chakradance retreats up at Riverdale over 2 days, and we generally focus on a particular chakra and really give it a good cleansing and a good dancing, and plus the day workshops. So there'll be a few more coming up. I'm waiting to hear back from a few venues to do 3-hour workshops on weekends, as well as maybe another night like a Friday. I'm thinking a Friday night will be a good way to finish off a week.
Absolutely, sounds great. And you were also at the Riverland Wellness Festival, because you also do healing energy work and a bit of sound and make fans, feathers, and lots of bits and pieces. So it doesn't stop with just this. You are a woman of many talents.
Yes, this is just one of the aspects that I do, and the energy healing. I do appointments for that as well. And I make rattles and fans for Matthew Greenwood for him to sell up at his place and on his stand. So
very talented, very talented. Michelle Gray, who was at the Riverland Wellness Festival, she was doing the massage and Reiki and hot stone massage, which I had, and oh my God, Sunday, the last appointment I had with her, I was just gone afterwards. It was so relaxing. So Michelle said she loves music and movement. Yeah, well, you'll have to come along to the Convoy with us, Michelle. And anybody else, you're welcome to come to the Convoy. It's on the Enlightened Tribe Facebook page if you want to have a look. And Verity's just come on board and said hello. Simon said, yes, I purchased your fan at the weekend at the festival, and he loves it very much. So,
yeah, I love that fan. It was so pretty. I didn't want to give it up.
Well, it's gone to a good home. It's gone to a good home. So, all right, my darling. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming on board.
Thank you for having me here.
Just an absolute pleasure. And thank you to everybody who's listening tonight, and also for those who are watching the replay. Get in touch with Kylie Beer from Sacred Rebel Journeys?
Rebel Heart Journeys.
Oh my God, sorry, Rebel Heart Journeys. See, I'm relying on my memory. It's not a good idea. Rebel Heart Journeys. I love that name. Rebel Heart Journeys.
And actually, just on a side note, that actually came to me in a Chakradance. When I was doing my heart chakra, I wrote Rebel Heart on my mandala. And another thing is my logo. I actually drew that when I did the solar plexus. So again, that's just another thing how this modality can help you, because you're out of your head and in your body.
And bringing out that creative energy. So good. So good. So if anyone's stuck in the head, go to one of Kylie's classes and get your creative juices flowing again. All right, thanks everybody. Until we won't be on next week because it's Easter, but see you in a couple of weeks. And thank you so much, Kylie. Thank you.
Thank you, Sue.